a lot of dumbass fans, they're gonna say, this SmackDown was good, man. You know, we had some banger matches, some good promos and shit. Man, no. It's a lot of glazing, and this is why this era is called the Depression Glaze. Because it's very depressing and everybody cheers for everything. Everybody cheers for everybody. Everybody thinks this is awesome or you deserve it chant and always gotta sing the songs. It's getting annoying. It's too much dick sucking. I don't like it. First, we start off with Charlotte and Alexa. They come out, and Rhea Ripley, Io Sky come out. They talk about war games, and they talk about ending the Cookie Boy Warriors, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, whatever her name is, and ending the war. Charlotte tells Alexa that I can't team up with Rhea, and tells Rhea that I don't like you or trust you, and you're a snake. We've had a bloody feud, and I can't go past that. And she tells Alexa that I'm out. You know what I'm saying? She says, I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying? She wants no parts of it. So she walks out of the ring, and I really don't care about this. I really do not care about this because War Games sucks. I'm sick and tired of seeing War Games. What happened to what happened to Raw versus SmackDown? You remember when SmackDown went to beat up Raw's ass like 10 years ago? And remember when Raw went to come in and fade SmackDown? Remember Kurt Angle and the Shield went to SmackDown? Bro, that was one of the best Survivor Series of all time. Now, we need to get back to that level. If we're not going to get to that, there's nothing interesting about War Games. You feel me? I don't want to... Dude, shut the fuck up with that shit, you know? Up next, we have a John Cena promo. So basically, it's him speaking on being a pro wrestler. It's a whole tribute to his retirement thing, right? So he says here, that's very interesting, right? He says, I was very lucky to be in the WWE. Wrestling was a hobby to me. He said he loved doing barbecues and working at the flea markets. And this is very good. You know, he definitely kept it real because there was the one time where he almost got fired in 2002. Vince McMahon gave up on him. He said, no, I can't give this kid. You know what I'm saying? Because he had the blonde hair, you know, and he wasn't feeling the Cena gimmick, right? So Stephanie saw Cena rapping in back of the bus. And Stephanie said, yo, daddy, let's sign him. Let's sign him. And Vince gave him the opportunity. And look, Cena's one of the biggest stars of all time. He succeeded with the Doctor of Thugonomics, and that worked out. He even smacked Stephanie's ass on TV, and Vince allowed that shit because John Cena was just that fucking dude. You feel me? And John Cena hold this company down when Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan left, right? You can't say, listen, man. Cena could cut fire-ass promos. He really will roast and violate you in that ring. And I don't think people will admit that or even understand that, you know? Because there's a lot of Stone Cold fans, and I like Stone Cold. But we got to keep it real here. Cena kept it real, and he understood that I was very lucky to be in this company and to be where I'm at. Because if Stephanie didn't see him rapping, we probably wouldn't see John Cena today. Trust me. So this is why I respect Stephanie, because she knew talent, and she gave them went to her father, and the dad gave them opportunities. So that's a good respect. That's respect. Up next, we have Jey Uso versus The Miz. This whole stupid last time is now tournament. Dude, this is a card where everybody in the tournament, literally anybody in this tournament would get beat by Cena. Cena could beat everybody in this tournament in literally 2 or 5 minutes in his prime. Even Sheamus. Well, Sheamus is being a strong man. I know that. But Cena's that nigga, man. Come on, man. Look at Cena for 2012. Buffed as fuck. This is the same dude picking up Big Show and slamming him through the table. And Mark Henry, right? So, not both of them, but I remember him slamming Mark Henry as well. I don't know. I'm just sick of people coming out here and talking about, well, Seth Rollins should win the tournament and beat John Cena. Well, in my opinion, nobody really cares about this match because it's at Saturday night's main event. That's too less of a pay-per-view for John Cena to retire at. In my opinion, he should retire at WrestleMania 42. And a lot of people have been saying that he should retire at 42, and I totally agree with that. So Cena should hold that title until WrestleMania, and Dominic should beat him. And one of my men said that too. I really think Dominic should beat him. You feel me? But first, Dominic needs a new gimmick. He needs to switch it up. The whole cheating and the whole pussy loose shit, it's getting on my nerves. You feel me? Dominic's character is stale. You know, he needs to switch it up. So Miz does a 5 knuckle shuffle to Uso, and Jey Uso kicks out of the skull crushing finale. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, bro? The Miz's move is one of the best moves in history of WWE. The skull crushing finale, dude, you would get your chest or your face or your lip busted open. Like, that's a move where your lip might get busted open on the concrete. Come on, man. You can't kick out of that shit. It's really stupid. And of course, Jey Uso got the win. So Jey Uso gets the win after a frog splash. At least Carmelo Hayes didn't come out here. At least Carmelo Hayes did not come out here. Finally. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't need to keep seeing this feud. Why don't you have these two wrestle tonight if you want them to interfere? But that's good that they didn't make it happen, right? So Jey Uso is obviously going to get the win because he's Triple H's favorite boy. This has got me. This is really stupid. It brought your boy back to the past, right? This was The Miz, the same guy who was WWE champion and beat John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania. Well, The Rock interfered. It would have for The Rock, then Cena would have been. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Miz was WWE champion, walked out of WrestleMania as champion. This is the same guy that was relevant 10, 15 years ago, and now all of a sudden he's losing to Jey Uso. Jey Uso will get squashed by Mark Henry with his brother. What are you talking about? Jey Uso is the same guy that would get thrown out the fucking ring by Big Show. What are you talking about? This guy would get beat by his own cousin Roman Reigns in the pre-show. And we're just supposed to take a 40-year-old Jey Uso serious. Dude, he belongs in the tag team. You gotta get in where you fit in. You feel me? But yeah, man, seriously. Jey Uso gets the win, and I don't even care. Of course, let me guess. Jey Uso's gonna win the tournament and beat John Cena. Great. Great. Jey Uso's gonna win the tournament and beat John Cena for the Intercontinental title. Great. I don't want to see that shit. You people are ridiculous. We get to backstage, and Paul Heyman runs into Nick Aldis. He has a contract in his hand. I don't know what the hell Paul Heyman is trying to say here, right? So he says that I have a contract right to take any talent to another show. It could be Raw, it could be Smackdown, NXT, blah, blah, blah. So he brings Bronson Reed to Smackdown. You could have just said, I have every right to bring Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker to Smackdown. You don't have to bring a fucking contract, dude. Because Nick Aldis tells him, dude, I already know what's happening tonight on the card. You didn't have to bring your contract. Because it's like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. Just bring your guys here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come on. This is stupid. So Nick Aldis tells Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman that I want you guys to leave my building, right? So Cody Rhodes comes up out of nowhere and he says, what do you guys want to talk about? And Paul Heyman says, you were trying to get into Vision's business last week on Monday Night Raw. So we're up here to handle business tonight. And Cody Rhodes says that I'm looking for a fight tonight. Bronson Reed, I don't know. I don't know what the hell Bronson Reed says. I really don't care. So basically the WWE title is going to be on the line tonight. Cody Rhodes versus Bronson Reed. Yay! The WWE title will be defended for the third time. The third time in a 90-day reign. How long has he held the title for? Let's see. 90 fucking days. Like over 90 days. And now this is the third title reign? Man, this is a third title defense? This is his third title defense in a 90-day title reign. Kiss my ass. Fuck out of here, bro. This is stupid. I think 100 days he's champion. I think Cody Rhodes hasn't been champion for 100 days. Great. Great. We gotta suck this shit up and act like it's so special. The least Cody Rhodes could do is wrestle every week on SmackDown. But obviously Triple H wants to put him on a part-time schedule. I don't know why. Anyways, nobody cares because we obviously know that it's gonna end in a disqualification tonight. So just wait to the end of the video. Just wait to the end of the video. You'll see what happens today. Up next, we get Ilya Dragunov versus Axiom in a U.S. title open challenge. Axiom answers the challenge. Why do we have to keep going on with the U.S. title open challenges? We don't need to do. Ilya Dragunov does not deserve to have a U.S. title open challenge. He hasn't shown up in a year. It's been months since he's been wrestling, and now for almost a month now, about a month now, he's champion. This is stupid, bro. Well, he's defending his title every week. He's had about 4 or 5 title defenses he wanted. That's not the problem. Ilya Dragunov hasn't been here since 2024 or some shit? I don't know when was the last time I saw Ilya, but I don't care. He does not deserve to be U.S. champion. The least you could do is put it on The Miz or Carmelo Hayes, who's here every week. But you want to put it on Ilya Dragunov. And let me guess, Triple H wanted to do that because he wants to be the big guy and he loves vanilla midgets. You already know, Triple H has a big crush on vanilla midgets. And I got more Triple H burial videos coming soon. So hopefully WWE doesn't remove my channel, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Up next, we have Sami Zayn coming out, and he tells the audience that I beat Solo Sikoa for the U.S. title, and I faced Cena in his last Smackdown. Nobody cares. I think everybody knows this by now. I thought Sami Zayn works at Home Depot. And shout out to BC Amplified, because I could have swore I saw Sami Zayn at Home Depot. I saw him there too. I was going to get some fucking fly market. No, those stupid fly nests, the stupid things for the flies around the house, right? I don't listen, man. I don't have a fucking fly problem. It's just a fly likes to mess with me and fly around my face for no reason. It's stupid. So I went over there and Sami Zayn was working. I didn't say nothing to him, you know, but he walked past me and I just said, "Excuse me, sir, don't you work for WWE?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I would like for you to face Roman Reigns. I would like for Roman Reigns to squash you." That's literally what I told him. You know what I mean? So he says, "It's been 4 weeks since I've been challenging or have been challenging for me." He said, "These past 4 weeks have been challenging, and I saw Solo Sikoa and the MFTs running the show and attacking people that I respect." Yo, I'm getting sick of this whole, "Oh, I respect you. I have respect for these people. You try to disrespect people that I respect, and they're attacking people that I have respect for." Like, dude, I'm getting sick and tired of the respect. I'm tired of respect. Why don't Sami Zayn come out and say, "I'm ready to fight," or whatever the hell? Because I don't think he's cleared yet. If he's not cleared, then why don't we just cut a social media promo or cut a promo backstage talking shit to Solo and MFTs or something? I don't know. This is just a waste of time. And it's like, I don't know. It's really a waste of fucking time. So Solo Sikoa and MFTs come out and they tell Sami Zayn, "I know you, Sami. You're a liar, pathetic, and selfish. You don't care about no one but yourself. I care about my family and their loyalty to me. But dude, you turn on Roman Reigns. You turn on your cousin. So what are you talking about?" He says, "You don't know nothing about loyalty. And you turn on my family." Like I said, this is the same guy that turned on Jimmy and Roman. So what are you talking about? Solo Sikoa is talking about himself. Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn are nothing different. They're definitely alike. They turn on their family members to get where they needed to. But the funny thing is, Sami Zayn is not Samoan. He's just a fucking Canadian who's coming in the bloodline looking like Lucky Charm. It's fucking weird to me, bro. So eventually, Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura and a couple of the locker room members come out and attack the MFTs. Great. What we're gonna have? Well, in my opinion, instead of war games, you could at least put Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Rhea Ripley or some shit. I don't know what you do, bro. I'm sick of the war games. Why don't you make it a 4-on-4 women's traditional elimination match? Put 4 of the women from Raw and 4 women from SmackDown against each other. Bro, you could easily do this. You could easily have Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Stephanie Fakir. Who else is a face on Raw? Who else is a face? Let me get my shit. Let me get my facts correct up here. Shit, it doesn't matter. You could put fucking Nikki Bella, heel Nikki. Wait, Nikki and Stephanie got a feud or whatever. So they're gonna have a feud for the title. Or you could have, like I said, those 3. And fucking I don't know who the hell you put in the 4th one. And then you can have Jay Cargill, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend against each other. You know, they can have 3. I don't know, bro. You gotta find some people from SmackDown to go against each other and people from Raw to go against each other. Because the war games is getting annoying. I'm sick of it, bro. Like, easily, you could have had Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes in the Hell in a Cell for the WWE World title. And Drew McIntyre wins the title. But, of course, people don't want to see that match again. Because Drew, you know, I'm sick of seeing the feud myself. I really am. It should have been Randy Orton instead going after Cody. But let me guess, it's not going to happen. And Randy Orton will never go after a title. This is stupid. Like, I don't know what you do for Survivor Series. Like, the least you could have did was put CM Punk against Braun Breaker for the world title. You could at least did that. And then you could have Cody Rhodes. No. The Usos versus Division. Literally, that's what you could have easily did. I don't know, bro. The War Games, it's really getting annoying. You're having wrestlers team up with other wrestlers who have no beef with each other. Cody Rhodes has no beef with the Vision. Has no beef with them. This is a waste of fucking time. Seriously. Up next, we have LA Knight versus Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder makes his return to WWE after 5 years. After 5 years, he makes his return. LA Knight hits a BFT on Zack Ryder, hits the 1-2-3. I'm very surprised that LA Knight won because his promo got cut off last night. On this Monday, his promo was cut off by Triple H, which didn't make any sense, was unacceptable. Well, it was TV short time. Time was being cut off. It's not about that. Triple H doesn't like jacked men. I think he has a problem with people who are bigger than him, who look stronger and better than him, who just has that fucking look to be a champion in that ring. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get it. I really think Triple H wants to be the bigger guy in this company because he's not going to push LA Knight. LA Knight got his win against Zack Ryder. LA Knight's going to get pushed. I told you guys, he's not disrespected. LA Knight's going to get a push. LA Knight's going to be world champion. He won tonight. You're not telling the truth, Zay. He's not going to be buried, Zay. He's going to be world champion. No, dude. It's not going to fucking happen. Triple H doesn't like LA Knight. He doesn't like Drew McIntyre. Vince McMahon created Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is Vince's guy. And you wonder why he went to Vince's 80th birthday, because that's his guy. And without Vince, he wouldn't have the opportunities that he had. So, you know what I'm saying? And Triple H just ruins this guy. It really would tell me that Triple H only cares about his NXT guys, the guys who are smaller than him. Because Triple H wants to be looked at as the big guy. He wants to be bigger than everybody. You feel me? Vince McMahon was fucking huge in the 90s. He lost some of his muscles, but still, he understood at the end of the fucking day, I have to push guys like Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, John Cena, bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? Guys who get mad pussy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Dude. People are retarded, bro. LA Knight's not going to get his push as long as Triple H is the head of WWE. Simple as that. As long as Triple H is running creative, he is not going to push LA Knight. He never will. We get to backstage, and Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Alexa Bliss talk about Charlotte Flair and why Charlotte Flair is upset. Nobody cares because at the end of the day, Charlotte Flair is going to join the team. They're going to join Charlotte. It just doesn't make any sense. They're probably going to do the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair feud. They're probably going to have them fighting real soon. So I personally think that Charlotte should turn on Rhea, or Rhea should turn on Charlotte. One of the two. So they can have a feud or some shit, because it's War Games. War Games! It's getting on my nerves. So the least you could do is make something happen. Let this Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley story continue. But the problem is, nobody's world champion. Nobody's world champion. The least you could do was put that fucking title on Charlotte Flair. She should have never been in the fucking tag team with Alexa Bliss in the first place. The least you could have Alexa Bliss do is have her little feud with Roxanne. You know, let the midgets fight and call it a day. You feel me? I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck you do. Seriously. Up next, we get Jade Cargill versus B-Fab. She squashes B-Fab throughout the match and pins her 1-2-3. Micha comes in and gets pushed by Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill has been very aggressive lately. She's got this new character, and I feel like, I feel like she's doing okay with her character. She should keep doing this. She's got to keep going to that dark side and do her thing. You got to be yourself. You feel me? And it's like, she's probably going to be this whole fucking bully in the locker room, right, on the show. So she's going to be like this whole person trying to terrorize and run the company. No. And try to run the women's locker room and put everybody on notice and try to terrify these women, right? And eventually people are going to step up and they're going to get their asses whooped. And eventually this is going to lead to Bianca Belair returning, right? And Bianca Belair's finger injury is looking crazy. Her finger looks wild right now. So I really think she's going to be out until the Royal Rumble. Maybe the month before WrestleMania. I don't know. I think Liv Morgan and Bianca are going to be making returns by next year for sure. So don't expect them to return for Survivor Series. It won't happen. But if they do, up next we get the main event. Cody Rhodes, the WWE Champion, versus Bronson Reed. I did not expect this to say the up next, the main event, Cody Rhodes. I did not expect to ever say that because Cody Rhodes never fucking wrestles. He just never wrestles. So eventually this match ends in a disqualification. I already told you guys it will happen because when they announced this match, I knew it was going to end in disqualification. So Braun Breaker and Logan Paul attack Cody Rhodes. You feel me? And eventually the Usos come out and Drew McIntyre attacks everybody. Drew McIntyre attacks everybody and Drew McIntyre's still off suspension. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's on it or off it. Nobody really cares. I don't know. Because Drew McIntyre, you're wasting time with Drew. Eventually, Division, Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul are going to lose the match, and the babyfaces are going to win once again. Because the babyfaces won for the past 2 years in a row. Like Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. And what's the fucking name's face? Seth Rollins won 2023, right? 2024, Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, and CM Punk won. And now this year, eventually the babyfaces are going to win. You feel me? Why can't the heels win for once? Why don't you have Braun Breaker get a win in Survivor Series so he could get a shot against CM Punk? You feel me? In my opinion, I think Division, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, should end the match with Braun Breaker pinning CM Punk, the World Heavyweight Champion. And that way, we can make that match happen for Saturday Night Main Event. I'll have CM Punk retain and Braun Breaker wins that title. Because CM Punk and Triple H are not getting along. They don't like each other. And I heard some rumors, I heard some news that Triple H didn't want CM Punk to come back to WWE. Vince McMahon wanted to. So I thought it was Vince McMahon who didn't want CM Punk to come back. But Vince wanted to, and Triple H said no. You feel me? And I don't know why he brought him back. It doesn't make sense to me. But eventually, CM Punk is going to lose his world title by the Royal Rumble. Mark my word. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Eventually, he might just have to put it on Logan Paul. And Logan Paul doesn't even fucking show up. So what the fuck is Logan Paul going to do with his World Heavyweight title? Eventually, he's going to lose it at WrestleMania. He will lose it at WrestleMania. Keep my word. And what, Sami Zayn's going to beat him for it? Oh my fucking God. Yeah, it's just, this company's going to get the shambles. It's going to get worse. I'm telling you right now. It really. Survivor Series is going to suck. I don't care about anybody got to say. Survivor Series is going to suck. Really. So, this is my Smackdown review. This show, was complete garbage. Straight up.